Hey guys, it's MATV here, back with another video, and today we are going to be reading some more r/entitled parents on Reddit. A Disney Karen told a group of high schoolers in my family to go back to Mexico. Okay, this happened last night. It was my brother's birthday and we spent a few hours at Disneyland to celebrate. When we were ready to go home, we were waiting for the tram and the drama began. A man was getting into an argument with the worker, who happened to be my brother's friend. We were in the back of the tram and Karen was in the front, her husband arguing with the worker. He finally gets on after yelling a remark about paying the worker's salary. So you deserve special treatment. There was a group of high schoolers making jokes about the scene, one of which jokingly saying he has a curfew. My brother laughs at his joke and catches Karen's attention. Karen, do you want a goddamn black eye? Don't laugh at us. My brother went quiet. He was smiling. He stopped laughing. A high schooler made a joke directly to the Karen. What are you gonna do? Take away our salary? We all laughed. Karen was pissed, and it was here that she made the comment that dug her a hole. She noticed a combo factor between my siblings, the high schoolers, and I. We're all Hispanic. I think you should shut the hell up. You don't belong here. Go back to Mexico. The tram car falls silent for a moment, then a loud voice. Wow, what a jerk. When we got back to the parking lot, we started unloading from the tram. Karen suddenly pushes one of the high school girls and books it to the lot. They all begin yelling things along the lines of, "The jerk pushed her. You have kids, you idiot. Push her again, I dare you." My family and I went home. We were all pretty upset about it. We don't know what happened to the other group, but I doubt it was good. We did see Karen running up the escalator to her car, ditching her husband and her kids. She was on the phone on the tram, and we were wondering if she was on the phone with the police. Well, that is a really, really weird, story. That's really what happens? I actually feel bad for you. So now, next story is going to be entitled Mother Demands I Send a Wedding Gift. So I did. My family and I emigrated to the US when I was 7. For the first 3 months we were here, we lived with a relative of my mom's who emigrated a few years before us. The dad helped my dad going to interviews, walked him buying a car, and helped us find our bearings in the US. My family are Buddhists, and this family are solidly fundamentalist Christians. When we lived with them, they strongly encouraged us to go to church with them every Sunday. They tried to keep us going to church with them. When my family found a temple, started attending that temple, they started treating us like crap. My sons would pick on me and make fun of my English and tell me I won't go to college and probably just end up being a repairman. Mom and daughter make fun of my sister for her rapid weight loss and gains. We found out later this was due to lupus and she had to be hospitalized. I told my mom that the reason my sister was sick is because we worship demons. 15 years ago, Dad lost his job. Parents who are now doing well need to retile the house. Hired the dad to do it, and when I asked how much they were charged, I was floored, thinking they miscalculated. I told them they were overpaying, but my dad just said, "We're paying them back." This happened again. Every home improvement project my dad did, he would always hire the dad and would always be overcharged. The crappy thing is, the work was beyond subpar. Like the retiling work, I had to regrout the entire job when I visited one holiday. On top of this, they would always ask to borrow money and never paid my dad back. At this point, I figured my parents paid them back, and then some. Frankly, I was completely done with them when I heard what they said about my sister. One day I get a wedding invitation. Their middle son is getting married. Not wanting to have anything to do with them, I RSVP no. About a month later, I got a call from their mom asking why I haven't sent a gift yet. She demanded I sent a gift despite my protest that I'm not obligated to. Then she mentioned how my family owed them and she knew I can afford to send gifts because I had a well-paying job and how she always prayed for us to be saved. When she said this, the wheels in my brain turned. Bleh. When she said this, it triggered the wheels in my brain to turn, and I told her she's right. I was being rude. I will send the gift. When I hung up, I immediately looked up every Buddhist, Muslim, Hindu, Jewish, Jain, Sikh, Zoroastrian houses of worship in their area and made a donation in the happy couple's name. I also donated to the Satanic Temple and bought the entire family membership cards and certificates to the Satanic Temple. About 2 to 3 weeks later, I got a call from the mom. I answered as politely as I can. "Oh, hi, did you enjoy the gift?" This was met with a barrage of yelling, screeching, and a torrent of insults. I was barely able to make anything out. The daughter called my sister, and the middle son called me later, demanding an explanation. I flat out told him everything and was 100% non-apologetic about it. Actually, I did say I was sorry for not being there to see the whole thing go down. When I spoke to my sister later, this is what we were able to piece together. They had the wedding shower at their church after services, and they were opening their gifts then. Well, they got to my gift. Everyone was uncomfortable about seeing all the donations to the houses of worship with definitely non-Christian names made in the couples. Non-Christian names made in the couple. Then the bride's parents flipped out when they saw the membership card and certificate, the family's name on it, and they freaked out even more when they saw the bride's membership card. The bride's parents demanded she break off the engagement, and she did. Everyone in their church apparently thinks the whole family are Satanists trying to corrupt their church. They are treated as pariahs in their church. Now people are telling them they're going to hell. I ran into the mom and dad a few weeks ago at the market, and I looked at them, raised a Satan hand gesture, index finger and pinky extended, middle finger tucked, and thumb folder over them. Middle finger and ring finger tucked, and thumb folder over them. They scurried away from me. Was I a butthole for doing it? Yeah, no debate there. But I figure with how much I donated, I don't think anyone could call me ungrateful, or say it's a cheap wedding gift. But really, I am sorry. I wasn't there to see the whole thing go down. Wow, that is hilarious, actually. Oh, he said the Satanic Temple. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, this next one. They can't be bats, they're just kids. Shopping at the giant warehouse store, talking on the phone to my sister. A woman was ahead of me with two boys, about 8 to 10 or thereabouts. In this particular area, the shelves were pretty lightly stocked, so there was just one or two of each item in each slot. The boys were greatly amusing themselves, punching the items hard enough that they slid all the way to the back of the shelves, out of reach for any customer who wasn't Shaquille O'Neal. They were going to get the thing I wanted to buy when I caught the eye of one of them, shook my head firmly and glared. Of course, the monster took great delight in punching the next item, giant pack of cleaners, particularly hard. There was no way for me to reach it. I might have said something to my sister about brats. I did not say it loudly. I certainly did not intend to be overheard, but apparently an entitled mom had ears of a leopard or something else with good ears. She whipped around with eyes of flame. What did you call them? I knew I was busted, so I doubled down. Your kids have put an entire shelf of merchandise out of reach of anyone. She apparently expected me to retreat, so all she had to say was, "They're just kids." So I said, "Yep, that's why you should be watching them." She bellowed, "You should keep your mouth shut," and started toward me, but I stood my ground, so she decided to flounce and bounce, instead using language her young son certainly did not need to hear. I refrained from commenting on said language, but oh, it was difficult. I did take great delight in explaining the whole thing to my sister. Pretty sure Imam was in earshot for most of it. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. That's it for this episode of r/entitled. Bye.